This interview is part of the History Heard project. The content of this interview may be used for historical research. However, no part of the video itself may be reproduced without the express written permission of an authorized representative of History Heard. Today is June 30th, 2016 at 8:25 p.m. This is an interview with Ismail Assad in Chicago, Illinois. He was born on December 28, 1931 in Lucknow, India. So, could you describe your meeting with Gandhi?
Well, it was not a planned meeting, but rather a chance meeting. I received my education and schooling in Delhi in India at a reputable, a very well-reputed institution named Jamia Millia. And I think I was in class 8th or 9th, I can't say exactly when it was, but I don't. But I came to know my school was near the river Jamuna at a very scenic place, and we roamed around from there to the center of Delhi. We used to walk. Now at this school, I came to know that Gandhiji came because there was a hospital in the name of his wife who had died a few years ago, and we were very much familiar with Gandhi and his contribution, his leadership. So we went running about a mile to the place where Gandhiji had come. And there we met him, and we requested that he should come and visit us at our school campus. And Gandhiji was, I think, always felt very enthused in the company of young people and students. So he agreed. And when he agreed, we were very happy, and he said, I'll walk. So it was about a mile that I walked with him. His pace was rather fast, but we were young also, and we kept his company. And at one point, he put his hand on my shoulder, and I can still feel the touch. Anyway, we reached the campus, and he was surrounded by students who were asking him all kinds of questions, because those days were kind of turbulent, and we felt threatened by mobs that they might attack us. So we started talking, and we said, what do we do in these circumstances? Gandhi said, well, I tell you, even if Hindus attack you and come here in the form of a mob, you don't do anything. You just you receive them and you tell them that you were students. But you see, it was something very difficult for us to understand. But he said that this is what I advise Hindus also. Muslims and Hindus do not react violently towards each other. But at that time, because you see, those were difficult times. And I was a young student, it was difficult for me to understand what this all implied. I thought that, you see, if somebody comes to attack us, we should at least defend us, or we should do something to get away from them, or to attack them, to do something with them. At that time I did not. But now that I can have the benefit of hindsight, I can say that he had some wisdom in that advice. Because violence is the source of human trouble. And if you are in your own place firm in belief that violence doesn't pay, and you have the courage, you have the moral moral guts to be firm on your stand, then I think that, and you get a following, you get people around you who also start believing in that, then you will make a great difference. And all the troubles of the world in present day are because of people are not willing to shun violence.
So, meeting Gandhi, one of the most influential people of the past century, what impressions did you have of him before meeting him?
You see, Muslims because the relationship between Muslims and Hindus was majority and effective minority. And at the same time it was filled with prejudice. That means that we suspected each other. The Hindus suspected Muslims and Muslims suspected Hindus. No doubt, in every population, in every country, you have some people who are not really good and some people who are very good. Most of the people are good, but some are troublemakers. They make trouble. But if you start with prejudice, that means that you play in their hands. And they take advantage of you. So, if you behave in a different way and you do not run away from prejudice but decide to decide that you won't let it overcome you, then I think that you will find that people like to be good to each other. And basically people are good, they are not really bad or aggressive. If you have an open heart, the others will also open their heart for you.
So, final question, did you think the same of him after you met him?
Yeah, I still admire him. I think that he was a great man. And I think that he was a very brave person and he gave his life for his cause. So I have great admiration for him. Although Muslims, and I was also a Muslim, they suspected his motives, but I did not.